Well, the other person that I was telling you about, Isabella, it's impossible for me to think of Isabella without thinking of Einstein. And she loved Einstein. As a matter of fact, she did photographs, took photographs of him and made amazing pieces out of them. And that, by the way, shifted her career. But what fascinated her with Einstein was he said we need to cultivate a holy and divine relationship with curiosity. And she was a very curious person. She actually had a lot of curiosity about the suicide of the sister, the death of the brother, what actually happens for people when they're grieving. And it might sound morbid to you, but her work now has shifted to something so much more lively, and she's working with families by pulling together photographs, life-giving photographs for them, either before the person dies when they know they have a terminal illness, and in some cases afterwards, helping the family create a living memorial of that person that brings them joy and brings them happiness instead of dwelling on the last image. So that brings us to Lakshmi, and Lakshmi, it's perfect that she was an architect because she did realize that her ladder was against the wrong building. And when she followed her process that we devised for her, customized for her, she realized that what really brought her most to life was the whole creative process. She loved the creative process, and she ended up becoming an expressive arts therapist. So all these people, when they began to trust the process more and more of connecting with what inspired their hearts, of moving with the flow and developing that attitude of a truer surrender to the law of creation, they began cooperating with them. It brought them to actually quite a high level development, and that is shifting from the belief that they were, as Desiderata said, you are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. They actually experienced their right to be here, but then they ratcheted it up in their own ways and realized that they are sons and daughters of creation, and they are charged with the most sacred responsibility to live their life out wholly and fully and with joy and appreciation. And so their lives have flourished, as is the case. It always happens when we trust that process. So if this has interest for you or anyone you know, how can you get started? And the best way to get started, again, is to go to www.carabarker. Let me say that again, www.carabarker.net. I get so excited when I'm talking about these things. And again, you'll see many links included in that is an interactive blog, so we can continue a conversation and I can hear from you, which I would love. And if you're interested, you can explore the options. There are many, depending on your level of interest. And as Einstein said, that how much you have cultivated an attitude of great curiosity for who you are, what your purpose is, and whether you're really alone in the universe. So I wish you well. Thank you for coming by, and I'll look forward to being in touch with you. God bless.